Gull. A gull is a bird, and it's an aquatic bird having long pointed wings and short legs. And gull can also mean a person who is gullible and who can be easily taken advantage of. To gull, if you use it as a verb, it means to make a fool or dupe somebody. Fool or hoax. H-O-A-X. Hoax, to hoax someone. Now, hoax means to deceive, D-E-C-E-I-V. Or hoax is deliberate trickery intended to gain an advantage over somebody. So gull means hoax, H-O-A-X, which means dupery, D-U-P-E-R-Y, fraud, humbug, pull someone's leg. So that's a hoax. Now this is a gushing spout. To gush would mean to pour forth in a sudden stream or jet. Or gush can also mean praising enthusiastically. So gushing in a jet, issue in a jet, stream or spring forth in a very rapid flow. Or, like I already said, an unrestrained expression of emotion is a gush, which means, an effusion, E-F-F-U-S-I-O-N, effusion, E-F-F-U-S-I-O-N, which means an outpouring, an unrestrained expression. And a spout, as you know, is, well, as a noun it means an opening that allows the passage of liquids. So in fact any opening that allows the passage of a liquid or grain can be called a spout. Here you are seeing a gushing spout, which is a fountain. So spouting also means the same thing as gushing, pouring forth in a sudden stream, spouting. Spouting a lot of praise over Tendulkar. Now look at the picture. This man is asking you a question. Are you a grouch? Are you a habitual grouch like me? From that expression you can make out a grouch is a person who is bad tempered and who is always showing his unhappiness or critical attitude, who is always complaining. A grouch can be considered a synonym for grumble, G-R-U-M-B-L-E. And a person is a churl, C-H-U-R-L. We came across this word churl earlier. A churl is a crude, uncouth person who is very ill-bred and lacks in culture. There's a hand of bananas. A collective noun for bananas is a hand of bananas. Now this is a persona. Persona, Harry Potter persona actually. A persona is an actor's portrayal of someone in a play. A persona means a character. A persona means an image, a part, a role, a theatrical role. Persona means character, a theatrical role. This is a hoe, a tool used by a gardener, which has a flat blade attached at right angles to a long handle, and it's a digging tool. Now this house is on stilts, S-T-I-L-T-S. Stilt is a column of wood or steel or concrete that is driven into the ground to provide support for a structure. Stilts are also long-legged, like two stout poles with footrests in the middle, used for walking high above the ground. So stilted means something that has been propped up. Stilted means propped up, P-R-O-P. Prop means to raise the height. Listen carefully. Stilted means something that whose height has been raised artificially. And stilted can also mean language or behavior which is very, very formal and very artificial. For example, a stilted letter of acknowledgement, a stilted diction, stilted Hindi, very artificial, very contrived. Contrived, C-O-N-T-R-I-V-E-D, is a synonym for stilted. Contrived means very artificially formal, or something that has been planned and manipulated and not natural. Now this is a kiosk. A kiosk is a small area which is a booth, a stall which has newspapers and well, eats and soft drinks and things like that. Now you are seeing actually a restaurant where people are looking into the a la carte menu. The a la carte menu is the menu from which you order food items, having unlimited choices with a separate price for each item. That is called an a la carte. A-L-A-C-R-A-T. So that's a bill of fare, a la carte menu. Now this is a litter of whelps. A litter, as you know, is the offspring of a multiparous animal born at a single instance of birth. That's a litter. Or litter can also mean rubbish which is carelessly dropped off, left about in public places, strewn around, strewn. Well, here in this picture we are seeing a litter of puppies, and the word we are using is a whelp, W-H-E-L-P. A whelp is a general term that you can use to describe the young of any various canines such as dogs or wolves. So it's a litter of whelps. That's a mausoleum, a grand tomb. The Taj is a mausoleum, which means a very grand tomb, a large burial chamber or a grand tomb. A sepulchre, S-E-P-U-L-C-H-E-R, S-E-P-U-L-C-H-E-R, sepulchre. Sepulchre is a chamber that is used as a grave. So this is a sepulchre. There is a sepulchre inside, and the whole thing is called a mausoleum. This is a maze, M-A-Z-E, which means a complex system of paths or tunnels in which it is very easy to get lost. Something very jumbled or confused or snarled, S-N-A-R-L, tangled, T-A-N-G-L-E-D, labyrinth, L-A-B-Y-R-I-N-T-H, which means the same thing as a maze, a complex system of paths or tunnels where one can easily get lost. Now this is again a mural. We discussed this word mural. Mural means pertaining to walls, or it can mean a painting that is applied to a wall surface, a wall painting. And finally we come back to the first word, pachyderm. We discussed this word earlier, P-A-C-H-Y-D-E-R-M. Pachyderm means a thick-skinned animal. Here it's a rhinoceros. An elephant can also be called a pachyderm. Now some of these pictures are repeated so that it reinforces your memory. And well, this is Krupa Shankar here, and you are listening to this on studentsrunway.com.